Hey everybody, Justin Young here, Agents Resource Group. Hope you've had a great week this week. We've had a great week, wrapping up another great week of production, and also great week on the recruiting front. A lot of new agents contracted with us with Senior Life, and a lot of agents, or future agents, I should say, rather, in insurance school right now, getting ready to obtain their license. And hopefully, some of you, or if not all of you, was on the underwriting training earlier today. Listen, guys, please take advantage of those. We do several trainings every week. And so, especially for you newer agents, like this one today was a brand new training on some updates and trends and things that we see with underwriting. That's really going to help you get from submission to commission. That's what we all want, right? Those big, nice deposits, submission to commission faster. And so some of these things, due to some sensitivity with it, we can't always record it to replay it for you. So we'll be doing another one of them. But listen, a lot of you that are here and you're saying, man, I'm going to kill it. I want to do great and I'm going to be great. And listen, that's great. But actions always prove that words mean nothing. Okay, so we want to see you on those calls. We had a lot of people on today, but there were more that could have been there. So you need to make the time. It's important. It's important. If you need to put something else on hold, make sure you're on these trainings, okay, until you're sure that you've got it down. And we want to help you close deals, and we want to help you get more and more of those direct deposits, which is why we're in the business, okay? We help families, and it's a great service that we provide. We help people pass with dignity, and we're passionate about that. But let's all be honest, we're also passionate about making a good living and having a wonderful career for our family. And so you want to have all the tools and take advantage of all the tools possible in order for you to be able to do that. But listen, I want to talk to you for just a minute about busyness versus productivity. Okay, you hear people all the time that say, man, I'm just so busy, I don't know what to do. Or I'll get on a call a lot of times with folks that want to have a call with me, looking at the career opportunity, and they just want some more specifics. And I'll answer the phone, and it's, Mr. Young, appreciate your time. Know you're a busy man, okay? And I appreciate the sentiment of what they're saying, but I'm really not all that busy. I don't try to be busy. I try to be productive. Some of the wealthiest, most successful people I know have more time freedom than anybody else I know. They're not running around like a chicken with their head cut off. But somehow, in today's culture, people equate busyness with importance, okay? Or busyness with a lot of money or wealth or income. Listen, the two actually rarely correlate, and I would go as far as say really don't correlate at all. Some of the most productive people I know, again, have better control of their schedule and some of the most time freedom of anybody I know. They're not running around doing 100 different things. And at the same time, some of the busiest people that I know or have known, some people I know have been busy for years, okay? And I mean, we all know some people like that. You can't keep up with them. They're involved in 3 and 4 and 5 different things, and got 2 side hustles over here, and involved in this every new multi-level marketing thing that comes out. And they're always, they got a bunch of activity. But my question always is it being monetized? How are you monetizing that? Does the amount of activity, okay, take the amount of hours that you're putting in to whatever the side hustle or all these other things are, and divide that in to the amount of money that you've actually earned from those businesses, and see if it's worth it or not. Most likely you're going to find that it's not, but you need to look at the hardcore numbers and facts. You need to put your attention into what area is going to make you the most money. It's always discouraging for me to see new agents get into our business, and I get it. When they come, they've been involved, they're trying to, a lot of people get in our business because of the time freedom. So because of that, the way they're wired, maybe they had such and such kind of business on the side, had this side hustle or that side hustle. And they come get in the insurance business, and then they keep them side hustles going. But the problem is they're missing 2-3 days a week, or heck, even an afternoon a week is too much. Listen, if you get in this business, you need to be all in. I shared something earlier this week, a little kind of funny saying, play on words, but I said, if you want to be balling, we know what balling means, to be a baller, to use slang. You the man, you good in your industry, you're making a lot of money. All right, if you want to be balling, you have to be all in. You need to be all in, okay? And so if you get in this business, like I've said, y'all have heard me say it before. If you're brand new, maybe you haven't. But be like a horse with blinders on. Get in here and work hard. Bust your tail for several years. 5 years of focus in this business, you'll be amazed at the trajectory of your life that it'll change. In 5 years of being consistent, producing every week, week in and week out, and hitting at least your minimum, you'll be amazed at what the residual income in that will equate for you. And so you want to take full advantage of that, okay? But a lot of times, like I was saying, people get involved in our business and they're still devoting too much time. Listen, do the math. Look how much money you can make in the life insurance industry and putting all your attention there compared to you still trying to maybe prop up some of these other things. Maybe you're super passionate about those things. That's great, but you might need to be able to have the mental fortitude, okay, and have the self-integrity to just look at the situation and say, at the stage I'm in life right now, when I'm really trying to build financially, is me continuing to do this thing I'm passionate about in the best financial interest for me and my family. You know, one thing you hear me talk a lot about, and we've talked about on our podcast, Separation Nation, you have to be willing to do what you have to do until you're able to do what you were born to do. A lot of people have that twisted. You know, they look at you like you just, cussed them out if they say, listen, you need to follow the money. Well, I'm here to tell you today, you need to follow the money. If you're following your passion and if you're not wealthy and you're following just something that's your passion, okay, listen, follow the money. Not to say that your passion can't make you a lot of money, but if you're willing to do what you have to do right now, then you'll earn the right to be able to do what you were born to do. You know, when I first got in the insurance business, I had to find what would make me the most money the quickest, okay? I was in a pinch in life, and I had to do that. I wasn't passionate about insurance, okay? And so I got in the insurance business really as a means to an end, and got in it and realized the amount of money there. Then I saw the big picture, and I said, you know what? If I can build an organization and build a sales organization that becomes viral, that continues to grow and earn money for me and my family, and kind of get set on cruise control there, then I'll have more time years down the road to be able to focus on things I'm more passionate about. You know, to be able to record a podcast, to be able to speak at events, to be able to be an author in books, all things of which I've been able to do. And this industry has afforded me the ability to be able to do that. But I had to be able to discern the season of life I was in. If I was like a lot of people that say, oh, you got to love what you do, and you'll never work a day in your life. Well, listen, you may not love insurance, but if you'll get in here and work hard and understand that it's a tool, it's simply a tool to help you live your life. And the life, I like to use the acronym, is living in freedom every day. You need a financial business. You need a hub. You need a foundation, a base that's earning money for you and your family residually. And then out of that, everything else can flow. Out of the overflow of being financially secure and having the ability to give to the charities and the church and to help the people that you need to help and to maybe fund the passion project that you have over here. Listen, there's a time and season for everything, but a lot of people do not discern the season. And they start off, they're broke, but they're well, I got to love it. I'm just going to do what I love. Listen, there's a lot of things I love, but they're not going to make me wealthy. I love cooking, but I'm not going to start this isn't the season of my life for me, even though I love it and I'd love to have something like this. It's not the season for me to start a barbecue podcast, okay? I'd love to tour and do barbecue competitions. It's just me talking, okay? But this isn't the season of my life to do that, because for me to take focus off of what I'm doing now, I'm going to lose momentum and fuel. I would rather put everything I've got in what's going to earn me the most money, and then I'll get to a point here in just several years, okay, with the amount of years I've already got in building, that I'll be able to do a little more and a little more and a little more of those things. But this isn't the season of that for me, okay? But guess what? Insurance will be able to fund my passions. I'll be able to go spend $250,000 on a rig to pull behind my vehicle to enjoy barbecue competitions a little later in life. All right? So that's not to say that you don't have any enjoyment now, because you do. But you have to have the maturity, and you have to have the mental mind frame and the discipline to know where is your time going to be most valuable to be able to build and leave a legacy. Like we like to talk about legacy for you and for your family. So don't be like a lot of people that I see get into business and they hold on to all these other side hustles and things that really, if you would do the math on it, you're never going to be able to put in enough time there to earn and equate to what you could do here. Okay, so just have the right mind frame in that. Put your focus in this. Give it your all. And then after several years, you can, if you want to fund passion projects and do other things, do that. But I see so many people that would have been great salespeople, but they're still selling hair products now today, or they're, and they may enjoy that. That's fine, but just don't come in talking about how bad you need money and how much money you want to make and how great you're going to do, and you're more worried about selling for such and such MLM or doing this other side thing. This is a career, and it needs to take your full focus when you're in it, so that it can be able to produce out for you what it was meant to do. All right, and so I just want to encourage you in that. Busyness is not productiveness. All right, I would take and look and at everything that's on my schedule in my life and in my calendar that's not getting me where I need to be financially. And of course, that financially is what's going to get me to where I need to be time freedom wise. Okay, because it takes money. That's how you earn and have time freedom. All right, and if you're going and you're working a quote unquote real job, and you're going out and you're punching a clock every day, you're trading your time for money. All right, you want to be able to earn enough money that you can take money and buy time. There's a flip reverse to that the wealthy use. Okay, you got enough money, you can buy time, because you can pay people to do a lot of the things that eat up your time. You can afford to go on a vacation for a whole month and just have ridiculous quality time with your family in Europe or whatever you want to do. So there's a flip and reverse to that, but you got to put in the work today. You got to be willing to do what others want so that you can live like others don't. If you'll pay the price today, you hear a lot of these guys talk about, if you'll pay the price today, and this is very true, you'll be able to pay any price tomorrow. And that's what you got to understand and put your focus in. Be productive. Don't worry about being busy. Busyness is not a badge of honor. In most cases, busyness is a distraction. Okay, you want to be productive, because at the end of the week, all that matters is your deposit. It really is, guys. It's the gauge on the activity that you put in for that week. And you have to get out there. You have to be boots on the ground. We were flying to Chicago to handle some business. John and I was with Ron Powell and some of the executives at Senior Life, and we had they had some industry experts and people that were flying with us to this meeting. And I was talking with one of these guys that's around my age, and we were just talking about how everybody in today's world, especially that get in our industry, all these young people in tech, and they're tech minded, and that's great, but they're always looking for some reason or some way to get around the hard work, to get to some way to make this deal easier. Listen, at the end of the day, there's not any way to do that. I mean, he and I were joking about it. You got to get out there if you're a field agent, stomp the cockroaches. Okay, in other words, you got to go in the houses, you got to sit down, you got to see the people. All right, quantity solves everything. The more hands you shake, the more money you make. Or like we talked about, the more leads you take, the more money you make. Leads plus activity equals sales. That's the only way you're gonna get a sale. Leads plus activity, lots of activity, is how you're gonna get a sale. If you're new in this business, it's 9 a.m. in the morning until dark 30. If you're not putting in those kind of hours, you're not serious. And you don't understand, you misunderstand the opportunity that's in front of you right now. You have a phenomenal, honor the opportunity. Okay, put in the time, put in the effort. You got to be the same way I always was all those years in the fields. Well, I was always on top. I'm not making any apologies for it. I was always on top. When we had more than back in the broker days and represented different insurance companies, I won more than one convention every year with multiple companies, writing 250, 300,000 a year in annual premium. And I did that because I had a goal for myself. If I had not hit my goal every Thursday, as much as I hated selling on Friday, I went out and sold on Friday. And guess what? I didn't have to do this very often. But when I didn't make my number by Friday, I went out and worked Saturday. I have lived that. People have witnessed that. But that's what puts you on top. You got to be willing to do whatever it takes, guys. And you got to honor this opportunity in this business and give it the focus. Don't allow distractions to blow you up, okay? Don't be busy, be productive. In other words, put all your energy in what's going to produce the most for you and your family. And that way, in 4 or 5 years, you'll have more opportunity to be able to do the passion projects and things than you've ever had before and you ever will have. But discern your season. This is a building season. If you're new to this business, you're not already wealthy, or you wouldn't have got in it. Okay, you're wanting to make a lot of money, and maybe you say, "Just I don't want to be wealthy." Well, you should want to be wealthy because you can help more people. But even if you don't, you definitely want to make good money. Let's put it that way. And so you got to put in the time and the effort and the energy and have the discernment to let go of the little things. You know, the small foxes spoil the vine, so to speak. It's the little things that you don't want eating up your time, guys. You want to be able to put your focus here. All right, extremely important. I hope you understand that. I hope it communicates to you. Listen, you can't do everything. I hate to tell you. Some people will tell you that, but that's not true. You can't do everything. And at the end of the day, you really can't even do whatever you put your mind to. I know that's a contrary to what a lot of people say. You know, I grew up in the church, and was an ordained minister for a number of years, so I know scripture. But you know, Philippians, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It kind of blows people up, but I you know, that's a horrible translation, and most theologians with any sense agree that was a horrible word they picked when they said things. I can do all things. The best translated word there would have been seasons. I can do all seasons. So isn't that comforting? No. God says you can make it through any season of your life, okay? As long as you've got Him and you've got His strength, all right? But it don't necessarily mean you can do all things. I'm 40 years old, and I don't have the build, nor the athleticism, nor the genetics to be a pro NBA player. I can start tomorrow training like a madman until I'm out here throwing up in the bushes, running back and forth across the court. But it's not going to happen for me, guys. So I can't do all things. All right, I can't be everything to all people, and I really can't do everything I put my mind to, because I could put my mind to being an NBA player all day long, or an Olympic swimmer, and it's just not in the cards for me. So I hope you understand that. Put your focus on what you can control, and you can control your income. Focus on the things that you can control. You'll be amazed where it'll take you in life. I hope this has helped you. Don't be busy. Be productive. Let's all get ready for another great week. As always, if you need us, reach out. God bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.